I see we got several people. We got people jumping in as we are speaking. So we're glad that you're going to spend some time with us today. And we're glad that Clay Kopp from Una is going to talk with us today about saving money on shipping. We know our members love discounts, and Clay's bringing it with not just shipping discounts and how you can get that working for you, but he has some other tricks up his sleeve that he's going to mention, other ways that you can be saving money in your business. So we're very excited to have him with us today. So a little bit of just house cleaning as far as how things work on this interface. You should be seeing, I believe it's at the top of your screen, there's a question tab that you can open. If you have questions for Clay, go ahead and open that question tab, type your question. We will circle around towards the end of the presentation and make sure that we go through all of those questions and get everything answered for you. So I'm going to minimize my screen here so you don't have to look at me while you're talking, hearing from Clay. But Clay, thank you all the way from Kansas City through the interwebs.
Marty,
Clay, thank you very much for spending some time with us.
absolutely happy to be here and happy to talk about a little bit of our relationship and everything going on with WePromo. So we've hit the ground running. We've been kind of partners in crime here since about, I would say, early March of this year is when we really took off, and we've seen a lot of good things with your members, and we've been able to yield some great benefits to them. So, Una is our company. We're a group purchasing organization. We leverage billions of dollars of buying power through a large amount of contracts. There's close to 3,000 of contracts pre-negotiated in our portfolio, in our ecosystem of the GPO space. Primarily here, we're going to focus on the FedEx for our small parcel savings program, which Marty kind of alluded to. I'll touch on a few later that we've seen some success with some WePromo members already this year, some additional suppliers that we can get you connected to. But the main reason we're here talking about FedEx is just because shipping costs they're on the rise, and for small companies, they're almost getting out of touch with their buying power. That's the beauty of the GPO is we can get small companies who don't have the ability to leverage their buying power or negotiate their shipping spend. We've already done that on the back end, so we can get them immediate access to discounts as Fortune 500 companies would be seeing. So your discounts from day one with our FedEx program. There's no minimums. We're not going to hold you to a number. The only thing we'll ask is your estimated annual volume just to get a rough idea so we can keep that communicated with our FedEx team. You could ship 5 packages a week. You could ship 500 packages a week. There's no threshold with us. And you can do that with your existing FedEx account, or we could get you set up with a new one. So I know a lot of people are using either Unishippers, UPS, FedEx, any third party in the space. That's just kind of where this kind of promotional products apparel lives. And we're really getting into the weeds in that and really finding out where we can show savings. Um, our discount rates are good for anything from ground, just economy, 2 day, overnight. Everything is on the table, and I wish we had published rates on each of those types of shipments, but unfortunately with the way our contract's written, we're not able to publish those rates. But we're very happy to work with each and every member individually to learn more about their situation, their circumstances, the type of shipping they do, and how that would look on our program. So for example, if you're a UPS or Unishippers or third party vendor, and you're just curious about what it would look like on our FedEx program, we're very happy to take a look. We have a team of analysts in house that are well versed in the space, and they will take your shipping data. If you have available invoices, any type of data you have, the more the better. It's much easier for us to take out lines of data than add and kind of guess what might be happening here. But we're able to take a look and go line by line and show you this past month you spent a total of this on X on shipping. We'll go line by line, show you what your discounts would have looked like if you were to put that through our FedEx contract. and then we'll be able to kind of annualize out a savings for you for the year if everything were to go to FedEx. It's not saying that you have to go to FedEx. It's the beauty of the program. It's just kind of the ability to add another tool in your tool belt. You can just add it to your just repertoire of everything that you have going. So you don't need, if you have a good thing going with UPS, we're happy to just take a look. And if we're a couple dollars cheaper, then you can use FedEx for that. But if there's maybe an area where we struggle or we're not as competitive, then you can still use UPS. It's not an all or nothing by any means. And if you're a current FedEx customer today, you're more than welcome to join the party as well. We connect current business all the time. Your FedEx account number will stay the same, your way of operating will stay the same. The only thing that will happen was after we submit your account number and your address on the back end to our GPO national team, then after a few days of processing, you'll be able to log in. And whenever you go to bid a shipment, your pricing will be updated and our GPO rates will be in there. That's kind of a very nice part of the program is once pricing is activated, it's all preset in there. You won't need to go through all the steps and then type in a discount code or promotional code at the end. All the pricing you see is what you're going to get. And a few other benefits to our program that really stand out are our 30-day payment terms with credit cards. We have 0% credit card fees. Credit card fees are waived. We have free pickups. Residential deliveries are free as well. There's other surcharges in there that we've seen a lot of success with that kind of go into all the different little like $1 here, $2 here per package that can really add up over time. And we've seen that compounded, and then we've been able to eliminate a lot of those surcharges that really help show members savings. And our FedEx contract is written that rates are capped at an increase of 5% each year. I know right now, especially with everything going on in the world, rates are kind of all over the place. So it's kind of a peace of mind knowing that even if rates jump, 9, 10%, get into those double digits, that our FedEx rates are going to be capped at 5% each year. So that's a little bit more peace of mind for you. Like I said, there's no fees. Setting up with Una is completely free. We are not set up to take transactions. We will get you set up. Everything will process through our system first. You'll become an Una member, and then we will work on the shipping part or getting connected to other suppliers. That's the beauty of our program is once you're an Una member, you have access to all 2,500 to 3,000 total contracts. Each of our contracts were negotiated individually, so each of those will be kind of a different experience. But with FedEx, it's very seamless. It takes, I would say, from our first initial touch point with myself and a WePromo member, between 2 and 3 weeks, you could be totally up and live. It'll be shorter if you're an existing FedEx account member or user already. That way we can just tie in your account number on the back end and then activate your pricing. If we need to set you up an account, it'll take a little bit longer, but 2 to 3 weeks at the absolute max. You don't have to do any heavy lifting. We'll take care of the account setup. And then once you're set up, we'll make sure you're logged in, that you have your account number. All your pricing is going to be tied to that account number. So if you are going to use it through a third party platform, anytime you use that account number, it will be tied to our rates. So it's another peace of mind thing that you'll be able to have access to. And so there's no setup fees. Everything will go directly through FedEx. So if you have any issues or billing, you'll deal with directly with FedEx. You won't need to go through us to place any orders or have any bottlenecks that way. We're not set up to take transactions at Una, so you'll never pay us a dime. We're just here to help out and hopefully find some discounts and add another, like I said earlier, another tool to your tool belt. And then with the Una membership, as Marty kind of alluded to earlier, we do have a variety of other contracts that kind of make sense for folks in your area. We've worked with a few members to connect them to our Office Depot contract as well. From anywhere from office supplies, printers, inks, toners to break room, coffee, snacks, paper towels, any type of cleaning supplies. Their catalog is quite large, and we have a great relationship with their national team. So they're very happy to set up new accounts. Or if you have a local Office Depot or Office Max and you're going to print or anything in bulk there, we have a program through them as well that you can get your own kind of custom GPO card, user ID, and then you'll be able to access discounts in physical stores as well versus them shipping stuff to you. It's just kind of whatever you prefer. We can make it happen. And then vendor supplier that we have that might be relevant in this space is called Veritiv. They're packaging supplies. They're a direct competitor of Uline, which is probably one of the more well-known names. Whenever we see Uline come in on a spend file from one of our larger members, we try to figure out what they're buying from them, and then we can either get it with Office Depot or Veritiv, whether it be packaging materials, supplies, boxes, bags, anything like that. Um, Veritiv's very competitive and they love new business. So we're able to get competitive rates with them in order to win that business. And then everything is kind of in one place there. So it's very nice, whether it's Veritiv or Office Depot, you'll be able to order everything online through them. It's the same exact kind of process as FedEx. It's just a little bit different per each supplier. But again, that process would likely be 2 to 3 weeks as well from our first inquiry. Our team can move as fast as they need to. We have a great team over there, so all we're trying to do is just provide ease, peace of mind, provide savings in the shipping realm. If you're interested and want to know, like I said earlier, with the analysts, our exact amount of savings, we're happy to show you. Or if you haven't shipped in a while and you're just kind of looking to get back into it, maybe UPS rates seem really high in your mind, we can set you up a FedEx account without looking at any shipping data. It's not a barrier by any means. It's more of a peace of mind thing. And then by the off chance that we do get some data and we do kind of do a deep dive and do an analysis and our rates aren't beating yours, then you have the peace of mind knowing that you're getting arguably some of the better rates on the market to what's available, especially without joining any group purchasing organizations. We will often find if you're just purchasing through a street account 20, 30, 40% savings very easily. And there's situations where it gets above 50 and that really helps some of our members just be able to use that extra money for more important things in the business and be able to ship with peace of mind. All right, Marty, how am I doing? Did I miss anything?
I think you are spot on. So, Clay, I
Awesome.
thought what I'd do is I'm going to share my screen here and see if I can't pull up our member site so members can see exactly where to find you. Let's make sure I
Yep,
get that. Okay, let's make sure I got that. I think that's it.
perfect.
And oh, got the wrong page. Let me close. We're live here, folks. This is live. Okay. Fine power. Let's see. Here it is. I got it. We'll share that. Turn off the. There we go. So you can look at this page. This is the member site, and if you haven't logged in a while, this is what it looks like. To find Una, if you go to this first page, you can see a slider, and these are recent suppliers, and you can see where. Just keep on clicking until you see FedEx. We figured if we showed the FedEx logo, you might not remember Una, but you would know FedEx. You'd click on that.
Yep,
You can also find them by going over here to suppliers and look at all of our suppliers under program pricing at a glance, or you can go under business service partners. But since we have the FedEx logo right here, let's click on that. And that's going to bring you to the Una page. And this is where you're going to find contact information for Clay, his information with his email address, phone number. Reach out to him there. Under here, you can click on this link for additional information. But here's the part you need to look at, and that is this is the sign up for WePromo. And it really is easy to sign up. And I did just want to kind of give a shout out. Here at WePromo at the offices, we are signed up with multiple discount shipping programs. And most recently, we signed up with Una to get their FedEx discount. And so far, most of the shipments that go out from our office, we have been comparing, and Una's FedEx rate is beating them most of the time. Now, Clay, I think your rate that you get is going to really depend on what size, weight, and all of those other things that may affect your discount. Is that correct?
Correct. It varies per shipment type, kind of like you said, the packages. So that's just kind of how we're not able to publish a standard 10% discount off shipping, just because it's all everyone's shipping situation is a little different. But if you have the ability to share any invoices, or if you ship kind of the same thing over and over again, we can take a look at that and give you a really good idea of what that would look like on our program. And yeah, this sign up page is great. It's very easy. That comes directly to me, and we're able to process your Uno membership within a day or two. Once I get that, and then once the Uno membership is processed, then we're off to the races, looking at suppliers to get connected with. If it's more convenient for you as well, you could also just give me a call or shoot me an email. Just let you know you're interested. Let me know you're interested, and then I can kind of take care of things on the back end. I might need a few pieces of information about your business or your personal contact as well. But either way works, kind of whatever's more convenient, and then that's just the start of it, and then we're off to the races.
So, one of the things I always tell people that are interested in WePromo is doesn't cost you anything to join. So why not give it a try
Nope.
and see how much you can save? And it's exactly the same thing with Una. It does not cost a thing to sign up with them. If you don't have a FedEx account, they can set you up with one. If you do, they can research and show you what you could possibly save. So that's one of the reasons we're really excited to have Una as a partner. So I don't see any questions coming up. I'm going to just give you guys a little bit more time. If you have questions, you can fill them in right there. Anything else you want to tell the members before we sign off, Clay?
Um, I think just maybe a closing thought, and I'm happy to take any direct phone calls or emails, this afternoon or later in the week if people do have questions come up. My information will be, I'm sure, somewhere attached to this. So feel free to reach me anytime, and I can help address that. But I would say as a closing thought is what we tell a lot of our members is it seems like it's too good to be true. And it is, I mean, it is too good to be true. We don't charge anything. There's nothing, you won't have any fees. We do a lot of the heavy lifting, getting everything set up, and then it could be the peace of mind. If you get set up and you're finding your rates are better with UPS, then you don't have any contractual obligations to us or FedEx. It's just another option for you. So um
Well, I didn't.
it's hard to find a downside,
Yeah,
but
it
if
is
there
hard to
is
find a
one,
downside. But you didn't you mention earlier you don't charge any extra fees for credit card processing?
correct. That is baked into our GPO agreement. It is 30 day payment terms versus I think the industry standard is 15, and credit
Okay.
card fees are waived. Yes.
So I know a lot of our members like to use those points cards just so they can take those free vacations.
Yeah.
You know who you are. So this is a good deal. It really is. Just, keep your balances paid, people. But thank you, Clay, for everything. I don't see any questions from any of our attendees, so they must be signing up right now. Thank you for spending some time with us. And folks, I hope you sign up with Una and get those discounts from FedEx and more.
Marty, appreciate the time. Thanks for having me. I'm sure we'll be in touch soon.
Thank you.
Thanks.